right, guys, welcome. We are here with the interview with Denise Murray. This is going to be a fabulous interview today. Denise, thank you for joining. And then of course, we got Gerald Bass too as well. So, guys, thank you so much for hopping on this live stream. And I know it's going to be a lot of people on this live stream because they were responding. So, but first, just to start off, and we're gonna this is the way we always start our lives, of course, for those who are new to our Facebook group. So welcome those who are new, and also Gerald. First, just tell everybody a little bit about our group and what we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, so definitely welcome to everybody. For all the new members to the 1% CEOs group, definitely welcome you. And for you all that's been in for a while, welcome to tonight's live stream. My name is Gerald Bass. I'm actually the creator and founder of the Rise of the 1%. We've been around about 5.5 years now. And primarily what we're doing right now is we're working with Black coaches, consultants, course creators, and service providers. We're putting systems in place to be able to pack their calendars with qualified appointments and be able to grow up to that $20,000 to $50,000 a month level. So we typically work with entrepreneurs around the $2,000 to $10,000 a month range who want to scale up to that five figure to multiple five figure plus a month status. And we've been able to help a lot of our clients get up to that five figure to even multiple five figure a month level without even using any type of paid ads or anything online. And so that's primarily what we do. And our mission over the next 3 years is to create $1 billion in success stories amongst all of our clients. And
Amen
so
to
that's
that.
pretty much it. Absolutely.
Yes, amen to that. So this is great, guys. So we have Denise on here. Denise Mary. She's actually one of our clients. So Denise, definitely introduce yourself and say hi
Hey.
to the audience.
Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Denise Murray. I'm in the Rise of the 1%. I came in to basically to level up.
So yeah, Denise, just tell us a little bit about how, what your journey was like, as far as like with your tax business is concerned, and just tell us a little bit backstory about your tax business.
Well, I started my tax business because when I moved here, because I came here from Philly, and so when
Hmm.
I came here, I moved to Georgia, and being here, I every job I went to, there was a layoff, and so
Mm.
I pretty much was like working for different companies. So when I came into the first company that I worked for, it was like I was so excited because I was like, oh, this is for close to my house, so I was
Right.
so hyped. And then it wound up being where it wound up only being a temporary position. So I end up like being there literally for 3 months. And then it was like, oh, okay, we have to let everybody go. So then I had to go back into the marketplace again. So what honestly got me into my tax business was after the third layoff, when they
Mm.
sold the business, I was like, okay, at this point, I'm gonna go take a tax course. So I went to H&R Block and was like, I'm gonna take the tax course and do taxes. Then when I went and found out that I was gonna be making minimum wage, I can't do that. So then I was like, okay, I got to go back in the market because that wasn't gonna work for me. So at
Right.
that point, I went back and started looking for another job, and then that job ended, and so that's when I went back to school and got my degree. And then when I got my
Mm.
accounting degree, I was like, okay, I'm good now. And I started working at this job, and I was doing pretty good. And I was being an intern. When that job wound up selling their business, and y'all ain't gonna believe who they sold it to. H&R Block.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
So at that
wow.
point, I said, I'm going to start my own business. And so when I started off, it was like, it was really small. Like, I honestly was just dealing with my family. So it was like,
Yeah.
I was honestly just doing my family's returns. And it was this real minimum because I still had, like my job and stuff I was working for. And so I wound up leaving. Of course, I didn't want to stay with H&R Block. So I wound up working for the state. So I
Mm.
was working for the state, and I was doing payroll up until literally December 31st. So I just ended that. But I was doing that. And I said during that time, that's when I said I wanted to build my business and make it, get me more clients. Cause like I said, I only had family. And
Yeah.
so I didn't really know how to market it and do all of that. I just knew that I knew what I was doing and I've been doing it for a while. So it was just like I wanted to build up, and all the companies that I was working for, I was doing payroll, I was doing sales tax, I was doing all these different things, but it was like I was doing it and really not pushing myself up. I was just doing it for other people. And then it was like what really pushed me was before I got into with the rise is I was like, hold on, the girl came to me and she was working with me.
Mhm.
I knew more than her when it came to the accounting business. So I literally sat down with her and she wound up opening, like giving her step by steps on things, on how to do things and all of this. And then she wound up opening up an office off of the information I gave her.
Oh,
And I
come
was like,
on.
but again, I couldn't do too much about it. I was like, okay, she just gave me a little couple dollars that I, got from her. But I was like, I need to push my business. So that's when I was like, you know what? I don't care how much it costs. I need to get this going because wherever I invest in myself, I know I'm gonna be able to make that turnaround. And so that's when I was just like, let me go ahead with Gerald when Brandy told me about him. And I was like, let me see how this work out. And I got in. And that's when at first I was trying to do the travel. I was like, well, let me stick to what I know. And
Mhm.
so that's when I started using the system, especially when I came for that live event and we did those. That was like the thing that really got me, that live event. And it was like I was able to really use those scripts and really push the people for as communicating with me without even having to go on social media. And that's what I had loved because I wasn't big on social media. And a lot, like I said, because most of the people at the time, most of the people on my page is my family or people I went to school with. So it's like I
Mm.
be trying to add friends in and add, so, but then I get all of the crazy people sometimes that come on the page. But I'm like with the business, it was like that just so helped me where it was like, and I started seeing it growing. It was like, okay, I left my job and I'm like literally not skipping a beat with making payments on anything. And I was like, that was a blessing. You know what I mean? Because I was kind of nervous of leaving, just stepping out without having nothing, I was
Right.
like, okay. So, but it was like, okay, this was it. And that's when I started telling other people, like, yo, y'all need to get with Gerald because, you know, the business. So I'm like, because a lot of people be coming to like, oh, things. I'm like, you need to call them because boy, it helped me. You know what I mean? I'm like, look, I'm looking at my numbers and I'm like, oh, I'm like, dang, I'm almost at 20,000 and I ain't. We only in what, February?
Mm.
It's just
Wow.
like,
Wow.
Yeah.
so
Absolutely. I love it.
Wow.
it's good.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about Denise, like the strategies that you have been implementing to be able to keep your calendar full. Because I know you shared the screenshots, you shared, of course, the revenue that's you've been bringing in. So, like, what are some of the strategies you utilize that you got from us in terms of the Rise of 1%, the high level program, and then, like you say, you even came to the event as well. So, what's some of the things you've been doing?
Well, the main thing that I did that was like a
Mhm.
plus was y'all teaching me, like helping me with my funnel.
Mm.
That was the main thing because a lot of those things are coming through that. And being able to set because they're posting their own, they're doing their appointments on their own. So I'd call a couple people using a script, but a lot of people are like clicking on like how you told us to set up that Calendly thing. And
Mhm.
so I was doing that, like having people like posting, putting that Calendly link on there and getting an appointment. So most of my appointments are all getting booked through Calendly. So they're going right on and booking their appointments on their own, and that's pretty much it for me. Just talking to people like through the scripts. So I had a lot of people who I did communicate with since I did have all these different jobs.
Mhm.
So what I started doing was I used the script and then put it in my own words and just kind of started calling people through that script that I didn't already work with, and like far as doing their work already. And so I started reaching out to them, and then because like a lot of people like my work, so a lot of them have been sharing my information to other people. So I've been having a lot of people like reposting stuff and sending my information out. So I've been having a lot of people with that as well, that's been giving me
Mm.
referrals from off of me doing their work too. But all the appointments, like I honestly, I book literally myself from calls maybe 15. All the rest of them are people going right on to the Calendly and booking their appointments on their own.
So,
Wow.
absolutely. That's some great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, cool. So pretty much, like you said, having a funnel set up, having your calendar set up, um, doing some postings on social, driving some traffic into the calendar, and then also using the phone script within high level. And you basically made the script yours in terms of how to
Mm-hmm.
reach out to individuals
Mm-hmm.
or, yeah, that you really hadn't really talked to about the business as a business.
Right. And then I
Absolutely.
even had, it was so simple. I love the script because I honestly had a list already. And I literally had
Mm,
my mom come over the house and just read the script. And so I had her
smart.
sitting in the room doing the script in the room. And then we were just sitting there. She was just doing, calling the people that I need to call and just giving, setting up appointments. That's how I got those 15 that I said. Because I
Mm,
had her calling people for me and then just knocking off the people who I had their phone numbers and stuff through. And then she used the script, called them, and went word for word. And so I just stopped her for a minute because, like I said, my calendar was getting so full, I couldn't get the work done. So that's why I was like, I had to stop for a minute. And I told her we're going to go back on it within another 2 weeks where we start all over again because they just coming. And so it's like with that script, she just literally, like you can hear my mom, she'll sit right here and read it word for word.
wow.
And I told her, I was like, you ain't got to ad lib, just read it. And,
Right.
and she
Yeah.
just book them out. And then I actually literally, if you can see, like I started, hold on, I'm going to try to turn my camera so you can see.
Okay.
You see my wall? That's my
Yeah.
little calendar
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
And so I actually wound up putting a calendar on my wall so I could start keeping track of everybody coming in because it started getting too full. And it was like going through my Calendly thing, but I was like, I need to see it, so I know I
Yeah.
have to be done, I have to be ready. And like even right before the call, I'm still getting calls of people calling me because I do notary and all that stuff too. So I'm still getting calls.
Jeez.
Absolutely. Yeah, I still do the same thing myself. I'm old school too. I have a desk calendar. And
Mhm.
we have
Okay.
calendars we set up online as well. I'm the
Yeah.
same way.
Cause it's like
Absolutely.
I have to be able to look and be like, cause sometimes the electronic, I don't want to miss something. So I'm like, by me actually looking and glancing, like, okay, 10 minutes, I got to do this. So then I know to step over and continue doing what I got to
Wow.
do.
So for you all that are watching, pretty much Denise spoke on having a funnel in place. Well, basically leads traffic online, cold traffic online into her calendar to be able to book calls with her, to speak to her in reference to her tax services. Also, in our high level program, we give our clients, we call it the 1% phone success framework, where pretty
Mm,
much she took this framework, she edited it because it's our framework that we actually use to reach out to prospects for our own business. But Denise took it and pretty much modified it and made it hers. And she said her mom pretty much was dialing using this particular phone success framework to reach out to people that hadn't really heard all the way, what they do in terms of the services and get them as well exposed to her services and her business. So that's pretty much what she's been doing. And so from you doing that, Denise, is you talk about the results again?
Yeah, like it's really been pushing. Like I literally, like I said, I'm close to almost 20 from, and it's only February, and I haven't even got paid
wow.
for my taxes. Like this is just bookkeeping work that I'm talking about. I haven't even got paid for not one tax return yet. So
Wow.
you figure that's just me doing my accounting work with the bookkeeping, monthly like payroll and stuff like that. So that's the main thing that I have been working on, like I said, within up until last week. Because I honestly don't really like to start taxes until February because I know a lot of people like to rush and get them done, but they don't have
Mm,
all their paperwork. And so I know since companies have until the 31st to do it, I usually try to make people give it at least 2 weeks from the 31st before they start booking so they won't forget anything. And
mm.
so that's so like the revenue from me from all the taxes that I literally like right now, this because I have to write everything. I'm so old school. And I just I'm
That's
like,
Yeah.
all right. That's
this
all
is like
right.
this is 3 pages of people who tax returns that I'm doing right now. And
Oh
I'm
my
just crossing
God.
them off as I'm going. And I'm just like list knocking them off my list. And so you figure what I've done so far is not even this revenue, because a lot of these people are paying me through their taxes.
Right.
So, they haven't got refunds yet. So you figure the money I made is all through my accounting work and not even taxes yet.
Wow.
That's
Are
huge.
y'all getting this?
Absolutely. 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 Drop some comments in the
Yeah,
section.
I mean, yeah, I see y'all. I see y'all
Getting
watching. I do
value.
see y'all watching. Y'all better drop comments and hey,
We're getting some value from the live stream.
right. Absolutely. Y'all getting some value from this. I do see a lot of y'all on. It was like somebody says, wow, that's huge. Yeah, it is. It really truly is.
Absolutely.
It is. That's major.
Yeah, I
That's what
said,
I
and I
was.
was like, I told Brandy, I was just like, I said the main thing, I was like, I know a lot of people might not be able to do it, but that live
Mm,
event was so real to me. Like, I don't
mm.
know what it did for everybody else, but it was like I've been in it for a minute, and you figure with me doing it, and I'm just like taking the little classes and stuff like that. But I think if people are in this business or trying to get in with the rise, like if you have that live event, I
Oh,
just feel like people really need to push and make that event, because honestly, that hands-on experience was nothing more than real. Like, that was just so surreal for me, because honestly, right after that, that's when everything went and changed for me.
wow. Somebody said good testimonial. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean that's amazing. That's
Absolutely.
incredible.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Wow.
Awesome. Awesome. So, yeah, proud of you, Denise,
Yes,
from
it's
Antonio.
audio.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Definitely.
Antonia. She said
Thank
she
you.
knows she dominating right now.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. But like I said, that was such a blessing for me coming in, because I'm like, for me, like I can look at something and follow, but it's like when you get that hands on, and it's like somebody
Mm,
like, okay, this is, and this is how you do it, and then you get to hear and see and really feel what the movement is, and then and the thing that I liked about what Gerald teach the most is the fact that you don't have to be so social media. And
yeah.
that's
Right.
where a lot of like everybody, oh, you got to get this post, you got to have all these followers. And like you said,
Mm,
you can have 1 million followers and nobody giving you no money. Like,
yeah.
Right.
I'm like, I don't have all these followers, but I'm making my money. And that's the whole point of me trying to do my business. Like, I don't need to be social media like famous. I want to make my money. Like, I need to pay my bills.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, so
Absolutely.
that was what
Absolutely.
helped. That's why I'm like, that's what I dig the most about the program, is because it's teaching you how to do it organically without having to be a social media guru or whatever. Like, I can really
Right.
do it without having. I can still be myself, and not have to be somebody else to do what I need to do.
Love it. Love it. I hope y'all hearing that.
Yeah. I hope y'all
Absolutely.
listening. And guess what she didn't mention?
That-
She did mention that she haven't even ran no ads.
Not one. I have not read one ad. I have
Y'all
not
didn't
spent
catch that
no
one.
money. I have not spent no
Absolutely.
money on no ads.
Hey, Ravello, John, hashtag live. Hey, Ravello, he's on.
Absolutely. What's going on, Ravello? Definitely. So, yeah, I mean, you all get it firsthand here from Denise. Like she say, I mean, with the rise of the 1%, with our clients, we don't focus really on like we call vanity metrics. So what I mean by that is, how many likes, comments, shares, how many followers you have, all that type of stuff. We really don't focus so much on that. We really focus more on making sure that calendar is packed, right? With
Right,
appointments of people that have an interest in your services and making sure you're getting clients, making money, and you having people to serve with your product or your service. So with that being said, y'all just heard it from Denise herself. You know what I mean? So
I mean, right there.
And what
She,
absolutely.
you
And
say,
she
and what you say everything that first week, like you tell us, what are you doing to help people? And that's another
right.
thing. I focused on that, because when I do post something, I'm
Hmm.
helping people. I'm giving information, stuff that people will pay for. So I'm not always about just trying to pull money from somebody. I'm actually trying to help them. So, like, when I get information on anything tax related, or if I see it's something that can help them when it comes to doing anything, I'm just putting it out there, because I can still help them with their services. And that's what's building me
Right.
more, by me showing that I can honestly help them.
right.
Mm.
Finding
Okay.
value, valuable content. Absolutely. Yep. Because so many people come on social media today, yeah, they just promoting,
Yeah.
selling. You gotta provide value. Like people don't really hop on social media to buy things. I tell people that all the time. People get on social media to see what their family and friends are doing, but also to consume information at the same
Yeah.
time. So if you're putting out value-based content, educating your audience, tips, advice, just things that can help them from time to time and not always selling. For one, you're helping people, and at times you will get people that will just want to reach out to you and inquire more about your services because you are positioning yourself as an authority and somebody credible in your space, and you're building up that know, like, and trust as well. So, yeah, you all want to keep that in mind. Once again, you heard it from Denise as well. It's working for her, so that's what you all definitely want to do.
Anybody have any questions for Denise? Any questions?
Absolutely. Any questions? Yeah. Anybody
Yeah,
got questions about
any
anything?
questions?
Right.
Y'all feel free to ask. Even if you're watching this later, you can always ask. Absolutely. I mean, we here. That's what we do. We provide information.
Absolutely.
So definitely reach out if anything, post a comment or something like that. If you guys have any questions. Oh, here we go. We got some. Most people have more followers but lack them dollars. That's why they can't relate. Oh,
That's what
true.
I'm saying. Right.
True. So
Absolutely.
true. So
Absolutely.
true. It's not all about the followers. Like Denise said, it's about, the income that she's getting. That's not it ain't got nothing to do with them followers. I know that's the way it looks. That's the way we are trained to look at things, but it don't have nothing to do with the followers. Absolutely. Any questions, guys? Guys, this is a good one. This is a good one. You actually hearing from a person that's used these strategies and is dominating. Seriously.
Right. Absolutely. So yeah, Denise, you said up to close to 20,000 now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we got to change that headline.
You know what? You know, I'm gonna do that now.
You got to change the headline.
Yeah, it's actually like 18.9. So I'm like, I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I
we
was like,
got
yeah. And I said,
Cool.
I haven't even started.
absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I love it.
Killing it.
Killing it. Definitely killing it. Definitely killing it.
Excellent.
Absolutely. So yeah, Denise, definitely proud of you.
Yes.
Keep up the great work. Appreciate you
Thank
coming
you.
on. We're gonna continue to work, of course. We got more work to do.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate you coming on and looking for much more success from you as well. Absolutely.
I'm trying to push it. Like I said, we're gonna be back on that list.
Yeah. I see
Yeah.
you. I
I said,
see
yeah, I
you.
had to get my 2 weeks because I'm booked, like literally with 3 pages. So I'm like, after I do that, then I can go back to my scripts again and then start all over again and then push them back out again. But I'm like,
Absolutely.
right now, I'm strapped for 2 weeks. Like I'm
Wow.
literally strapped. So I'm like,
Absolutely. I love it.
I can't add
Those are good
nobody
problems.
else.
Those are good problems.
Right. I'm like,
Absolutely.
I'm
Great
literally
problem.
strapped. Yeah.
Those are great problems to have right
Yes.
there.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So what I would say at this point now, Denise, yeah, if you want to share your information with everyone in reference if they need assistance with taxes, I know you booked up, but if you just want to share your information with them anyway, where they can find you at, or have you, or contact you, definitely can do that.
They can also go to my website, ubellc.net. Or
Hmm.
you can go to my Facebook page. I don't post, like I said, I don't really post a whole lot, but you can just go to me, my name, Denise Murray. I do post a little in the unique business site, but not, I haven't really, honestly, I haven't had time to really do a bunch of postings. But if you follow me on my personal page, anytime I get any information, I'm putting it out there on my personal page on Denise Murray. So you
Okay.
can always go to Denise Murray and see anything because I always post like some information that can help. Like I am going to post something in a few minutes. Because I know some people was having some issues with not knowing about those child tax credits and those stimulus check letters. So I will be
Hmm.
posting what they look like so people can understand if they see those in the mail, what it look like. So I'm gonna post some pictures and put those out there. But I put different things, tax credits, all expenses. You can write all business expenses, all different things, even for truck drivers, because I do a lot with truck drivers, far as their fuel tax and setting them getting helping with loads, getting them new
Mm.
um people to, with dispatchers and stuff like that. So I do a lot with that type of stuff too, because I handle a lot with different truck drivers. So yeah, so that, like I said, any information I usually post it out there and put it on my page.
And I grabbed the information from Denise too as well for you guys and put it in the chat below so you can access it too as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great stuff. Great stuff. So, the only other thing, Charlotte, in closing, we can just also let them know if you all as well want to be able to get assistance like we help Denise as well with setting up systems and processes online and even offline as well to be able to generate more qualified appointments into your calendar, be able to land more clients. Any of you all looking to grow to that multiple five-figure a month level or even higher this year in 2022, you definitely can book a call as well with myself right there, geraldbass.com/calendar. And we can have a discussion to find out a little bit more about your business, what you're looking to accomplish this year, and put together a custom tailored strategy to help you accomplish your goals. So the calendar
Absolutely.
is right there. Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Gerald helping me pay off my house.
I can't. I can't. I know that's right. Get
I
your
said,
coins,
I gave
Denise.
myself, I said, once I started and it started, I was like, you know what? I said, I got
Right.
2 years. In 2 years, my house is going to be paid off.
I
That's
know
what
that's right. I know that's right.
I was like, I'm
Yeah,
giving myself 2 years. And I was like, I should be able to have it paid off.
I love it. I
I
love
love it.
it.
Consistency. She consistent, y'all. Consistency is everything. Y'all gonna learn today.
Absolutely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Well, thanks again, Denise, and thanks to everyone that hopped on. Hopefully, y'all got some value out of this. Feel free to share this Facebook group with anyone else you feel could benefit, so they can hop in and watch this live as well. And with that said, we definitely look forward to seeing you all next time. We'll go on and close out for this evening.
All right. See y'all later. Thanks for hopping on. Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye.